Hello, welcome to Bike Bible with me, John. Today we're going to be doing a how-to video on servicing compression bungs for carbon forks. Stay tuned. Hello, so in today's video, as I've already mentioned, we are going to be servicing a compression bung for carbon forks. I'm not going to babble on for too long. I'm going to go straight down to the bike and we're going to get a move on. So what I'm going to do first, just to ease the rate a little bit, is I'm going to remove my front wheel for this. So front wheel is now off, and next what we want to do is you want to loosen off your stem bolts. Now next what you want to do is remove your top cap. Now bear in mind that you've already loosened your stem bolts, so you want to make sure that you're holding onto the bottom of your forks when you start taking the top cap off, and more importantly removing your stem. A good tip for you, just because you don't want to be holding your forks the entire time while working on everything else, what you can do is a little sneaky trick coming up shortly. So I'm just removing my top cap bolt first, like so, and now I'm going to remove my handlebars. So just give it a little wiggle side to side, like so. There we go. We can let the bars drop because obviously they're held on by brake cables, but the actual forks will want to drop now as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just hold that there, just remove that for a minute, and zip tie just around one of the fork legs and the down tube on your frame. So I've got now my headset bearing cover now off. I'm going to just give inside of my bearings a quick grease up. So might be a little bit of a speed up montage part coming up now. Okay, and now we are back. So next what I want to do is I want to remove, because I'm servicing this at the moment, just point this down one moment. Now because I want to remove the compression bung itself, I'm going to use a 6mm down the centre, and I'm going to just loosen it off. Once it starts moving, just hold on to it a little bit, and that's now your compression bung out. So we're going to give this a little service now, and then we're going to install this back onto the bike. Okay, so we've got our compression bung here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my 6mm to the centre, and I'm going to just simply remove the compression bung bolt and the top cap off, and I'm going to also, that's the actual part that clamps around the inside of your fork. You don't want any grease going on the front of that, so we're going to leave that as it is. However, we're going to clean up both these parts, put new grease on and throw it back into the bike. So that's our compression bung sorted back out again. I'm going to throw some grease now onto this part here and this part here, because that's what comes into contact with this centre part that clamps onto your stem, but it only clamps on around the top part where you can see there's a little bit of a ring. So I'm just going to grab some grease, 1 second. I'm going to throw a slight 2 little slivers of grease on there. I'm going to just give it a little spin around just to get it lightly coated. I'm going to throw also a slither again of grease one side and the other. Oh, get it in for you, John. There and there, and again I'm just going to put that around like so, and I'm going to put a little bit of grease also onto the compression bung bowls like so. That's all fine. So next what we're going to do, I'm going to pop this. I'm going to actually clean my hands first because I don't want anything getting onto the bung, the gritted part itself. I'm going to throw that and that back together like so. I'm going to then throw my bolt down the centre, and I'm going to start slowly now, so you can see this, folks, as well. I'm going to just start to put it back in. I'm not going to do it all the way, however. I'm going to stop once it gets finger tight, which is about there now. As you can see there, it's like I can turn it nice and freely and then it just stops. That's where I want it to be. Right, there we go. That's ready now to throw back into the forks. Okay, so next what I'm going to do, I'm going to just apply a little bit of grease to my finger, and I'm just going to run it around the headset tube of my frame. A little bit more. Yeah. I'm just going to quickly just apply some to where the bearings will sit in the bike. This is the part now where you should be paying attention if you're installing a compression bung onto your new frame set or new forks. So I've got my forks here. I'm just going to apply a fresh coating of grease to this angle part on my fork. Right, so now this part needs to go onto the fork itself. So what I'm going to do, angle part wants to be facing down. And then you've got this outside angle part that's going to go into the frame. So I'm going to throw that back inside there. That's into place. Next what I'm going to do now, I'll move my bike down slightly. There we go. Next what I want to do is I'm going to throw my upper bearing in. There's already a bit of grease on there. Just give it a little wiggle, it should go in. And next what I'll do now, I'm just going to throw again, just a few little coatings of grease on the inside. My spacer for my headset now needs to go on there. You get these small shims as well, and they need to go on top of this this collar now that sits on top of the bearings in the frame, like so. Next what I want to do, get my headset bearing cover on there. I always have mine like that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to change up my forks a little bit, or my my stem height. So I'm going to throw one spacer in there. So my compression bung, that going in there at the moment, that's quite free. That's no good to us. So with a 6mm, I'm just going to tighten on it a little bit more from the finger tights I told you about before. That's catching a little bit better. That's perfect. So that's gripping quite hard on there now. Now on your compression bung, somewhere on it I should tell you exactly how much torque to apply when you're tightening this thing down, and it's important to do the correct amount of torque. If you haven't got them details, however, a good rule of thumb, just works at 5 Newton, 5 Newton, and that should keep it in firmly, but without putting any or too much stress on here. So I'm going to throw that back down again. Can't wait to get the stem on so I don't have to hold the forks up. I'm going to grab now a 6mm. I'm going to throw that in there. And I'm going to, with my torque tool, I'm going to quickly, because mine doesn't actually say anything on here for the torque settings, I'm going to just go to the 5 Newton tons. 5 Newton meters, not tons. Christ, that'd be a lot. And we can start tightening up on this part now. So I'm just making sure I can hold on to the fork. There we go. That's sturdy in there now. Right, so just bear with me 1 second, folks. Now I'm back, so my stem is on there at the moment. I've got a rather shallow cap here, so it shouldn't catch on the inside of there. I'm going to throw that back on now and tighten this down. Smash him. There we go. All I'd need to do now is I'd need to reapply my front wheel, get this down on the floor, and then I can tighten up on these parts here. Also I want it to be on the floor as well, just so I can actually put the bars on straight as well, because this is pretty high up at the moment, so I can't see over my bars and my wheels properly to do that. But once I've done all that, this bike could be done. So I'm showing you as much as much as you need to, in fact. So yeah, we're gonna go back up on top and just summarise. There you have it, folks. So that is how you install or service a compression bung for your carbon forks and bike. It's good to keep on top of servicing for it. Every now and again you may get the odd creak here and there inside of there. People actually sometimes mistaking it for the likes of bottom brackets and stuff like that. I hope this helps you out, and yeah, if you've liked this video or if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to us. Subscribe to our channel. Click the little bell notifications symbol next to that. That will also mean that you get alerts when the latest video goes up. You can find us on other social media as well. So you've got a website for written reviews competitions. You've got our Facebook group as well. It's a full house inside there. Loads of bike banter and chatter going on. A little bit of advocacy every now and then also, and anything to do with the world of cycling as well. Twitter, you've got a lot of advocacy going on there as well, and cycling news. And then you've got Instagram, which is basically just nice pictures of bikes. So I bought loads of them. So yeah, I think that's everything now. So again, I'd like to thank you for watching, and yeah, have a good one.